Hey, good day. This is Robert Brown with the host of You Matters, which basically say You Matters and Union Matters, when both of them combine together to make a better life for you and a better life for your community and the nation. I'm going to get right into it. TWU announcements at the TWU Local 100 at GCS. We got a couple of announcements. First of all, you know that there are going to be some elections going on, and we got some people running for office. I'm not going to interview them today, but I am going to interview them in the next few days so they can tell their vision for the base there, not just at TWU at GCS, but also doing their part to help aid the union community in general in New York City, New York State, but all across the country and the world. TWU is one of the biggest unions in the entire world. Just Local 100 is huge with a huge history. So I invite every member, even the person who just started on your job, no matter where you are, to go and take a look at the Quinn history on TWU Local 100 on the TWU Local 100 website. We may post it on the TWU at GCS Facebook group. I don't know. I'm not in charge of that. But there may be some history on it, but you can always go to your Local 100 website, your website, and get to know the rich history and the legacy of TWU Local 100 and the purpose. And have Mama there at GCS. Yep.
A fair shot with the members there at GCS, and along with a couple other people that were a part of that. Shout out to Gerald and a lot of other people. I just can't think of the name right now. Shout out to Gerald Montgomery and Estimato, and a couple other people that was with us and with the negotiation team, the whole 9 yards, fighting for you. And so Ms. Lennon led the charge, and she's going to be on our show talking about her run for chair. And also that was part of leading the show was Pat Edwards. They all were part of the negotiation team. They all fought hard to make things a little bit easier for the base there at TWU at GCS. And they went with the mindset, understanding that as you better the people and advance the people and take care of your people, the people take care of you, and the whole company will look good. Anyway, they're going to give you the date of the elections. First, I'm going to interview them before this week is over with. I'm going to post that interview on Facebook, and with the permission of TW, and have them tell what they can do with you, and the key word is with you, for the betterment of you there at GCS, TW at GCS. The elections, you want to go ahead and jot this down in your calendar, because there's no excuse for you not to go vote. I don't care if you just started there. If you got a member's card, which you got to bring, a TWU member's card, and your worker card, and not that we require that, but just good, because we don't want nobody coming out of the blue saying they work for GCS and they don't. So we want to make sure that you're a member of TW at GCS, so you're going to need those two documentations. And we'll see on the roll if you're a new person who just passed the 90-day probation. But we do need you to go out and vote. And so that is going to take place on April 19, 2017. April 19, 2017. So right now you got plenty of time to make an arrangement. It don't take long to vote. 15 minutes top. I mean, this is not a Bernie Sanders Hillary Clinton election where the line's long, or a Trump election. No, this is this is Sandra Lennon, and let me go back. I'm also going to be interviewing Pat Edwards. Like I said, both of them were fighting champions for the members there when it came to negotiation for you a contract with the company. So both of them are qualified individual, but I think you need to hear it from both of them from their heart, and you make the judgment from that. I think it's important that you don't vote blindly. I'm very adamant about what we call, I can't say the term over here, but if you watch my Bob TV videos, it's just like voting without conscience. You know, we don't need people voting without conscience. We need votes with conscience. Votes without conscience hurt more than help. So please, we're going to have these people interview, and that way you can vote with confidence and conscience. So make sure you take time out of your schedule. It's going to be from 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. So most of the workday. So that is for those who are coming in, getting off at overnight, like myself. Those who are coming in, like 8 and 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock shift, and basically everybody. So you can take time before you get to work, after you get to work, or during your lunch break. And hey, don't take 15 minutes to vote. You can do it on your break. I don't know. I wouldn't suggest that, but your lunch break and before you go to work or after you work, take time out of your schedule to go there and vote. It's going to be done at the Holiday Inn, 3905 29th Street in Long Island City, where we normally host our meetings, and that is where we're going to be doing most of our vote. That's where we're going to be doing the voting. So make sure you're there, and make sure you vote, and make sure you don't let none of your coworkers skate by without being there to vote. So make sure you make it to that election. Now I'm going to talk about two important things before we go, because I think these two things are communication is key when it comes to organizing and campaigning. No matter what group, from hate groups to love group, they all use communication to bind us together, and in direction and thought and purpose and vision. And it's important that we begin to communicate better. That's the reason why members at the Montague section, Montague Street of TWU headquarters, why they developed the Facebook group and why the YouTube page was developed. It's because we want to continue to find every option to give you instant access communication. We have a stellar union leader that does her best to keep communication with you the base, and that's our union leader, Nancy Martinez. Now, the other union leaders that are running for office, they're going to be your main hub of communication, whoever that will be. But regardless, social media is the fastest, quickest way of communicating. And everybody knows this, and everybody uses it, and they can communicate from people who they just met today to people who they probably haven't seen in 20 years on Facebook. That's why we've chosen the Facebook group and the YouTube channel to do communications. And if you haven't done it yet, I do want to remind you to go to the TWU at GCS Facebook group, like, save, hit the notification bar. Like, save, hit the notification bar. Also want you to go to the YouTube channel and subscribe, like, and hit the notification bar. And share the pages with the community there at the campus of TWU at GCS, so they can stay connected. Why? Because oftentimes it's this game where you whisper in one little child ear, and you got 20 children at the table, and by the time you get to that last person, it's a total different message. There you'll get a one-shot video message from the leaders in that union community, not just there at TWU Local 100 at GCS, but for TWU Local 100 period, and other union members. You may hear from people from the Steelworkers Union, you name it, on certain subjects. And so you never know what you're going to be there. There are going to be tutorials there on what to do, such as what to do when you're late and you're on public transportation. They're working on that right now, and just a whole host of other things. So that will be your central communication location. Your central communication location will be Facebook. That way you don't have to go ask around what happened. First of all, I believe the best way to know what happened is you be there when it happened.
You know, it really, I mean, it steals away from, it drains somebody else of their union activism powers that they work so hard to develop when somebody tried to utilize someone else's power, but they don't want to develop theirs either. Excuse me. So make sure that you're connected to those two tools. Now, this is not in a replacement from one-on-one eyeball-to-eyeball meeting and greeting sessions. We're going to continue to host union monthly, or if not bi-monthly or tri-monthly meetings where the base need to get together. We will begin to develop little cell meetings where members we'll meet with members and just have a discussion on union culture and having fun and building events and things like that. So it's a lot of work we got to do, people. That's the bottom line. And we need you, and we need you to take your place in your union. You are a union member, and you need to take your place. Find out where you fit in and fit in. Tell people about your talents and skills. I mean, if you're a podcaster like I am outside of the union base, it just makes sense that you use that gift for advancing the growth of the union. And that's what I'm doing. No matter where I am, I'm going to always validate and vouch for Union Matters because it's important to me and it's important to my community that we continue to build the community. Now, anyway, I'm almost done. I just wanted to tell you about that announcement. I also want to tell you about the elections coming up and tell you who I'm going to be talking to. I can talk to all of them, but it's important that I talk to mainly the people running for chair. That's more important than anything. And excuse me, man. Anyway, and I'm not going to go back and edit this, so forget this. You got to take that sneeze. Anyway, and a couple other things. If you're concerned about your record there on your job, whatever job it is, you can go ask your leadership, can I get a copy of my record in the past 6 months or the past year? That way you can see if you got any infractions, if you got any latenesses, what's going on in your record. It's important. I mean, if you don't know your record, you could be vulnerable. So make sure you get a chance to do that whenever you can. Don't inundate and swamp them. Don't be doing it like, every day or once a month. Just periodically ask your supervisor. Just say, hey, I would love to take a look at my history, my profile to see if I got any infraction. And if you don't have any infraction, by all means, let them validate that with a piece of paper, and you keep that piece of paper in your folder. So that way you know that you talked to management about your record, and it was good. You both agreed it was good, and that way if something come up, you can pull up that document. Also, again, make sure you take a look at the tutorials on the Facebook group. I mean, not only just on the Facebook group, on the YouTube channel, because we believe education is a key. There are going to be things about the history of the union, what to do when you're late for work and you're on public transportation, just a whole bunch of things. We're going to talk about health care and options and things like that, because the union itself does have benefits also, and you can partake both the company's benefit and the union's benefit. So I'm Robert Brown with UMATTER. I don't think there's nothing else I need to cover. Yeah, by all means, stay connected. Stay connected to the Facebook group and the YouTube channel. That will be your central hub of communication. Make sure that if you don't have your union membership card and you're a dues-paying member, you go ahead and get that card. And if you have not paid your dues, I suggest you do, because it is evident. I mean, you have to pay union dues. I mean, it's $12 for most of us, a paycheck, and it's nothing compared to the extra money that we got because the union spent their money to fight for us to have a good contract. So it's an investment back into the union who took time to invest in you, and it's tax deductible. So make sure that if you did pay union fees, write it off on your taxes. I'm trying to think of what else, since I'm on this microphone, what else I need to cover. Hey, be kind to one another, love one another, even love your fellow coworkers. Be respectful, and if you do something stupid, own up to it.
You know, I do things stupid often, and sometimes I try to skate away from it, but own up to it. But the main thing, be respectful, be honorable, show yourself as a Pride Union member. Be prideful about it. That is saying something. You're part of Local 100 TWU, New York City. We move New York, no matter where you are. Well, I don't care if you're answering the phone or you're working in dispatch or you're driving the train or subway or you're riding the bus or cleaning the bus stations or the trains. You're part of that movement, so be proud of that movement and just understand the best is yet to come. I'm Robert Brown, TWU Local 100, GCS, Union Matters, You Matter, and your union matter. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.